I try and look critically at a lot of what's going on in surveillance to try and address issues about does this work, but also larger issues about what type of world are we creating, what's the big picture. My father was an RCMP officer, and I remember as an undergraduate student having very hypothetical conversations with him at the time about what would happen if people introduced cameras on the streets, surveillance cameras, and this wasn't that long ago. I think we're on the cusp, or in the middle of a rather remarkable transformation in terms of the expansion, the intensification of surveillance that really nobody predicted. Usually this occurs through a process that we call surveillance creep, that it starts off aimed at a particularly high profile and important issue like terrorism, and then it moves into other realms. The truth of the matter is, without doing it intentionally, we have created a society where the ability to monitor people in detail is remarkable. On some of the more sophisticated systems, you can actually read somebody's smartphone over their shoulder from maybe 200 meters away. The ability to single you out, to keep track of where you have gone, where you have traveled, what you have said, what you have purchased, is unprecedented. And you can imagine scenarios where you, because of your hair color or your religious preferences or your skin color or whatever it is, suddenly find yourself on the outs. That you are suddenly a problematic person that people want to pay attention to. I think part of what myself and sort of other people working in this area try and do is we try and get word out about why this might be an issue. You need people who are asking critical questions about, does it work? What implications will this have for different types of groups, minority groups or underprivileged groups? And what will be the long-term legacy of this kind of thing? And nobody outside of the academy, I think, actually talks about what are the legacies of this. We have a long history of seeing that things do go wrong.